Hey girl, can you hear me, James? This has been an ordeal. Okay, I had set it up on my iPad using StreamYard, and then I was going to use this phone, um, like over my quilting area and everything, so people could get a close up. And it didn't work that way. So now I got to adjust my um, little holder thing because it's not a regular tripod. I've got my iPad in the tripod. But I had set up the StreamYard on my iPad. And then I went in and I really didn't know how to add the cameras and everything too. And then I had didn't know how to go in and get it started on it. Then when I got over to my phone, I was trying to pull it up on my phone and couldn't remember how to go into the YouTube studio so that I could pull it up and do the live. I finally remembered. I guess I'll wait a few minutes and see if Patrice and them are gonna come back. I had a few people and I lost them all. Okay. Oh, my room's a mess, a super mess. I didn't realize it was gonna be showing this much. Okay, thanks. While I'm waiting for them to come over, I can go ahead. I need to put a seam in this real quick. I don't need my floor showing. Oh, Hi guys, give me just a minute to finish putting this seam in this, and I'll be up. Hi guys, I'm glad y'all made it back. Getting this live going was a mess. I was telling Dims, I have it set up on my iPad to do StreamYard. And then when I got ready to do it, I couldn't figure out, how to go ahead and pull my other camera in and everything. And then I couldn't get it to um, go live the right way because I just got lost in it. And then after that, I decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and I'll do it on my phone. And then I pulled it up on my phone and I got to looking around. I couldn't remember where I needed to go live on my phone. So then I had to figure that out. I finally got it figured out. And I'm going to go from there. So, okay. Let me get my iron hot because I need to iron that seam that I just put in the backing. Yeah, my room is a mess. I mean, it is an absolute total mess because I've got so much going on in here. And so, bow cozy I got to do for somebody. What I'm doing now is I'm ironing the seam open. It's most backing fabric, unless you get the really wide fabric, it's not wide enough for the backing on a quilt. So I have to seam two pieces together. And then I'm gonna iron it open so I can iron it flat so that when I put it on the machine, it'll lay straight across the bar. I'm gonna move it towards the machine once I get everything set up. I'm gonna move it better, but that's why I was trying to use iPad because the camera I'm using now, I had it set up an angle so that it was right over my machine, and I had the iPad that was gonna end up being right here so that I could see what was going on, but that didn't work. Dempsey said she's gonna work with me and show me how to do it so that when I do one again, I can use my iPad and I can have more than one camera set. But let me go ahead and get this iron. Remember, this is my top right here, and then the way my machine is set up, it's on the stand, but it's a bunch of empty space under it. So what I did, um, by moving it in here, it made me have to move some of my other storage and everything in different in other areas. So now what I've done is I um I have it here, and the way the frame is like I've got the two bars here, and then I've got some legs, the legs, and then the rails that my machine roll on are right here. So that left all the empty space under the machine. So what I do now is that storage, I have some shelving units here, and I have fabric and all here. I've got some matting there. I've got like the little trays with my bag making supplies and stuff on here. And then on the other side, I have some of the white cubes like you can get from Michael's and places like that. And then I have a couple of my printers under there. I have packing supplies and stuff under there. I have some bins with t-shirts and stuff under there. And then I've got like my heat press and printer and my desk and all on that back wall with my embroidery machines and stuff over on this side. But by having this, I originally had my cutting table and all here in the middle of the room with my sewing machine backed up to it. But since I had to move them to put this machine in, I ended up putting my cutting table here, and it only lets out halfway because I don't have enough room to open it out all the way. But then I only use half of it anyway. And then my machine, my regular machine, is over here. So I just went ahead and just used the space that's underneath. I am not an expert quilter by any means. Um, I started out quilting. My grandma taught me to quilt, and we quilted. As a matter of fact, I quilted by hand, and we quilted not to make beautiful quilts. We quilted to have quilts to sleep under. Thank you, unbiased. It will be once I finish getting it set up. Some of the stuff I need to do, I need somebody else to come in and help me do it because I need some shelves put on that wall, and I've got to redo my design wall, and then I need a shelf here. I'm considering switching my yarn to another space. Guys, I'm sorry for having my back to you. Okay. Now that I've got that done, um, my machine is raised enough that the stuff I have laying on top here won't interfere with it. So what I'm going to do is my backing will go on first. And what I do is I'm going to throw my backing all the way over to the other side, and I'm going to pin the front side down first. But what you have to remember is that your backing is the back of the quilt. So when you put it on, you want to put it on with the good side facing the floor so that it'll be on the outside. And I've watched videos putting their quilts on, and like they do they talk about the lining up with the center mark and stuff like that. Um, but a lot of people that I watch now, they say that you don't have to line up with the center mark. If you put your quilt on so that it's straight and square, then the center mark won't matter. So what I'm doing is I'm using my selvages. So what I'm going to do is, let me make sure I'm putting this on the right way first. Is this one, I'm going to put it so that this faces me. And what I'll do is I'll just line my selvage up with the fabric. I think I'm doing this the right way. I might have to pull up somebody's video real quick. This is magnetic so that it'll sit on my bar as I'm going and keep my pins closed. They have other systems for doing this. I need to learn what I'm doing first. Then after that, maybe I'll spend the money to get one of the systems that's a little easier. But right now, I just need to know what I'm doing. My machine has a 8-foot frame. The lady who gave it to me, she had hers set up for either a 10 or a 12-foot frame. And my room's not big enough for that, and have other stuff in here. So we cut it down for me to have a 10-foot, for me to have an 8-foot. Now, if I ended up moving it to another room to where it would be more space, all I have to do is go to like Lowe's or somewhere and buy the poles in whatever length I want, and then the rails, and I can convert it back into 10 or 12 foot. I think I can do possibly queen on here, but I can't do a king because my maximum width on the frame is only 96 inches. But I can't quilt 96 inches because you have to have room for the edges, the sides of the quilt. This is the really slow part. Hey guys, I hadn't seen who all has come in, but I'm glad y'all are here. If I have any long arm quilters come in here, um, and you see me doing something wrong, please correct me. Yeah, dude, I've got so much more of this. I think I'm gonna end up making me a top out of some, maybe a top and a scarf. A lot of the quilters who do long arm quilters who do the pinning use the pins they use are the ones that have the big pearl heads on them. But to me, these lay flatter, which comes in um, handy because they're going to get rolled up inside. Okay. So what I'll do now is I'll roll this on, keeping it smoothed out. It is. It is, yeah. It's huge. And it doesn't help that I'm huge too. So it's like I have to squeeze my big booty around. Hey, Layla. And you saying that this one is huge. And remember, I have it mine cut down to 8 foot. Um, I'm sure the one that Barb has is like a 10 or 12 foot. Most people who do one, when they have the seam, they try to make sure, like I have seaming my back together, they try to make sure that the seam is going across this way, because if it goes this way, sometimes you end up having to do it that way, but if you do it this way, as you're rolling it, you've got like that seam is going to keep rolling on top of itself, and you're going to end up with a little hump right there in the center. But if it's at all possible, most people try to roll there so that the seam goes down the bar. Now y'all remember, this is my first quilt to roll on here. The only other time I've rolled anything on it was I did these little pieces right here, so I could just experiment with stitching and everything. That's the only other thing that's been on it. So we learning. And then I'm gonna go to the back to pin that back side up. That's the way it is. Hey Marilyn. Hey Mary. Ooh, it takes looking at your room on a camera to to see just how much stuff you have everywhere. I hope I'm putting this one on straight, but it's for me, so I don't mind it being a little crooked. That's a good way to think of it. If you're a crafter, you're supposed to have a lot of stuff, and you guys still don't see part of it. A lot of my paper crafting and painting stuff is out in the hallway on some bookshelves out there. Rachel, that's the same thing I think. Those people who have the picture perfect one all the time. Now I have watched one person who Bingham Bliss. She makes children's clothes, and her room stays clean, but her room is also uh, part of a three-car garage. So she's got room to put everything so that it all stays nice and neat. Mary, I can't find stuff either. But what I like is the fact that I'm getting this one together, and I like the fact that I know exactly where stuff is. When my daughter comes in wanting to work on something and she asks me where something, I can tell her, um, you know, go over to that shelf and it's the third cube down. And I really enjoy that. Got to get some more pens from the other side. Quilting is not a fast. Um, what is it? It's not a fast craft. I've learned that from watching other people's videos. One of the people that I like watching do quilting, do long arm quilting, is her channel is Stitched by Susan, and she does kind of what I'm doing. She actually puts the quilt on, and her videos are usually a little over an hour, sometimes 2 hours, because she actually quilts the entire quilt while she's on. This looks like my leaders are kind of crooked. I think they are because I had to take them off and wash them. The messy room is one of the things that's been a hold up for me for video, and it's like I don't want to. I don't want somebody going in the comments and saying, you need to clean your room or something, because they might make me not be so nice. So y'all are out of range, so y'all don't see me having to try to reach over these packing supplies. Whew. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and uh, going the right way. I'm gonna have to check real quick, but I think that's. I think I may have that pinned under when it should be pinned over. And pull up a video real quick. I'm having a, I'm having to search and um, check and see if I have this on the right way. Okay, Rachel, thank you for stopping by though. She's probably gonna use red snappers. Okay, Layla. Layla, thank you for stopping by. I'll get better at doing this, I promise. Thank you, ladies. Just a few more minutes. He's getting ready to do the back on, and I'll know if I'm going the right way or not. I wanted to let somebody else do it before I do that because I'm not sure. Sorry about that. He's got one of those frames that's got 3 or 4 bars. I don't need to see him. I think I have it going right. I'm gonna make it work. Um, my quilt top is, I think it's like real close to 50 by 60. And so what I'm using is the batting for, it comes in the bag already cut, and this one is for a twin size quilt. So it's 72 by 90. And so I don't really need all of that. What I'm going to end up doing is see how much. I can just measure right here. Dang, I may not have cut that wide enough. I may have already made one of the first mistakes. Oh no. Okay. One of the. Okay. Time when you do long arm quilting, when you are doing your backing and your top, you want your backing to be at least 4 inches. Well, the backing and the top and bottom, you want it to be at least 4 inches wider and longer than your top. And my top is, measure it again. My top is exactly 50 by, probably 50 by 60. That's what I was shooting for it to be. It's 50 by 63, which is great. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm laying my batting up here, and I'm going to cut my batting so that it's about the same width as my backing. Because then that still means it's going to be a little bit bigger than my top, which is what you're needing, what I'm needing. You don't throw this away because um, batting can be like put together and zigzagged over the edge and turn it into a bigger piece. Or some people, when they do the quilting, they just lay it up there right beside it and then just quilt right over it. This batting, I know I've been using black threads, but I didn't pick this up in here. Apparently, when I opened it, it was black threads in it. You want to always make sure you pick all of those threads off, because if I had it in there and I was using putting a top on it that had white or light colors in it, that thread would show through the top. It won't matter with the one I have though. Okay, so next you put on your backing. Well, what I need to do now though is put my latch back on there. Latch back on there. And then you line your batting up with your spot. It's a little wider. I could have cut it a little bit. I could have cut it off a little bit more, but okay. What I have to do now is thread it. And I'm using black thread on mine because of all the black that's in the top and the black that's in the backing. And you pretty much thread this the way you do embroidery machines, the multi-needle and sergers. And what I'm going to end up doing is cut this one here. And tie on. Y'all notice I put my little clip right there. because my thread kept sliding off this. And I was like, we're not having that. So I just put a clip up there to hold it on. The thing was, I had it turned just a little bit the wrong way. And so that was keeping it from staying on. But I made it work the way I needed it to work. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm pulling it through this way, but I still may end up getting up there and I may end up having to rethread it. Because it seems like I have to pull the manual out almost every time I do anything with it. And it's got the thread pads in it. I'm gonna make sure I have it plugged up. Because this is one of the few things I don't leave plugged up all the time. Okay. This is one of the reasons that my friend who gave him this machine upgraded was because the wheel on her new machine is on the front, so you don't have to go around behind it to roll it up. It's fine for me. I mean, I don't mind, at least right now. That didn't want to come through there. And the thread that I'm using is the same thread that I use in my embroidery machines. A lot of long armors use that because it's a strong thread and it doesn't leave a lot of length. Now, when I'm quilting, a lot of the times I use um, the cotton thread, but cotton thread, most long armors think that cotton thread leaves too much length. Don't ask me why I'm reaching way back there instead of pulling it closer. Got my thread on. I was going to end up having to pull the manual out and thread it. my reel is uneven. I gotta balance my machine, balance the rails or the frame. Hello, Picture Me Crafting. It keeps catching on my little spring, my little tension spring. My embroidery machine is easier to thread than this, and my sergers. At least I don't keep losing my thread. Now I know I'm learning it. And right now he's trying to, well, she's trying to win because her name is Stella. She's trying to win, but she's not going to. Oh, I think I need to go over and be sure, be sure I have my phone plugged up. Because I first had my iPad plugged up over there. I don't know why I'm wasting time knowing I don't thread needles like that. Okay. Okay. The reason I was doing so much to go ahead and get that threaded right now is because what I have to do is I have to do a line across the top to hold the batting right there. Left this spool of pink thread in the way of the rails. Here we go. What did I do with my gel block? Um, I'm wanting to only be able to go across this way. So I'm gonna put a lock on one of the wheels, which is basically just the circle. I have to remember which way I need it to go. I want it to go this way. Now we're gonna see that I'm really not all that great at this. So what you do is I've got to pull up my bobbin thread. I took 2 stitches when I should have only taken just one, but that's because I haven't learned how to control it yet. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to pull the bobbin thread up to the top. There it is. That's what I'm having to learn how to do, is to pull up the bobbin thread easier. Now, one of the things about this machine is there are machines that go, um, thanks, Rachel. They go at, they have what they call a constant speed. And I think that's what mine does is once I turn it on and it starts stitching, um, it makes the stitches based on how fast I move. And if I stop, it still keeps stitching and I have to turn it off. Some machines also have what's called regulated mode. And what they do is it controls the stitches to where regardless of how fast or how slow you move, it's gonna do the motor will time it to where it makes the same number of stitches regardless. So this is what we're gonna do now. It's like my presser foot is kind of low and it's like might have it pulled a little too high. Y'all bear with me if I end up breaking a needle or something. The thread is looped around the presser foot. There we go. Okay. I'm putting my side guards on now. I'm going to end up doing some better side clamps. These are basically the ones that she had rigged up. And I'm not going to buy stuff until I get to where I know what I'm doing and know what to get. I'm getting a little piece of the fabric to put right here for me to do my test stitches on. And then I'll end up floating the top. And I have a couple of magnetic bars that goes right here and keep it. So that keeps it pulled kind of firm for me. And there's a little thing that you can get that you can put on your frames that'll go right here. It's like a little net, and you can, thank you, and you can put like all of this quilting stuff, the batting and stuff that I have down here, just rolled up, will go in it, and it keeps the batting and stuff clean. I knew I was going to do this, so I cleared the area right in front of the machine. Okay. and stuff I have over here. I knocked down. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna well, roll it back down and take my channel lock back off because I can only go in one direction with the channel lock on. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do some test stitches to be sure that my tension is okay and everything. And then what I'll do is I'll baste up this side, across the top, and down that side so that nothing shifts while I'm quilting. And I put my quilt top up to touch that line that I stitched across because that's supposed to be my straight line. We're gonna see how this is gonna go now. Great, since I unthreaded my needle. Okay. Pulling up the bobbin, but that didn't come up right. That might be why. Bobbins. Thread tension is off. It's the bobbin, so that means I got it threaded wrong up here somewhere. Oh, that's loose. My tension is off because my bottom thread is an absolute mess. Yeah. So missing all the chat. It's a lot of work right now, but once I learn what I'm doing, you know, y'all need to watch. It's a lady. Her YouTube channel is called Stitched by Susan, and if you watch her, you're gonna look back at this video, and you're gonna say, "What in the world was Miss Linda doing?" But my goal is to get on her level. And I know I haven't been talking much, but like I said, I'm trying to learn it. It's like my attention is all screwed up. Um, I don't know. I gotta keep experimenting. I might need to go ahead and wind another bobbin because, to be really honest, my bobbin is not the same thread. The bobbin that I'm using is a pre-wound bobbin that she gave me when she gave me the machine. And see, it doesn't look like it's the same kind of thread. So I might have to wind another bobbin and see if that is what's wrong, because I know some people that I've watched, they they said their machines are finicky when it comes to thread, because some of them, if you don't have the same thread in the top as in the bobbin, they go crazy. And then some of them, um, it's one weight for the top and one weight for a different weight for the bobbin. But it's like, those are the really newer machines like the Berninas and those high powered, high tech machines. But I figured this old workhorse ought to take anything. But I'm gonna experiment just a little bit more. But I think I may be fixing to wind another bobbin, because I'm looking, and the tension in the top does look a little loose. So I tighten it just a bit, and I'm gonna see if that works. But see, I don't mess with the tension on machines too much, because you can totally mess up a machine with the tension. Mm. Oh, I can tell from looking at the top that that's um, messed up. Yeah, my, my body trying to give out on me. I'm getting a little crick in my neck from standing here with my neck all cricked at an angle. It's a lot that I'm experimenting with and learning, experimenting with. But like I said, once I get it, I got it. Yeah, that thread is just pulling straight out of the back. There's some big old loops back there, and it's just pulling straight out. And then some are even pulling straight out of the top. Let me go ahead and wind the bobbin. Let me plug this phone up first. Oops. Okay. it's not wanting to work. Let me see if I can wind it on my machine. So if I wasn't doing this on live, it would be winding fine. Okay, guys. Okay, I've been on here for 2 hours, and all I've gotten done is a few test stitches. And now I've got to play with my bobbin winder to see what's going on with it because it's not winding or bobbin. Um, and the bobbins don't fit on my sewing machine that I was going to use to wind it. So I may have to, I'll go ahead and get that working, and then I may come on again. I may go ahead and get started, and then I may come on and do another live. Um, may even do it tomorrow because I really want to try to get it finished so I can take it with me Thursday when I go to my quilt group that I've started going to. So um, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off now and um, go ahead and try to do another one, another live later on. Like I said, maybe tomorrow. Um, but I am so glad that you ladies came to join me. I really enjoyed having some people watch me, even though I didn't talk much. Um, it was it was nice knowing that I had some company. Okay, guys, I will. Well, I'll probably see most of you. What tonight at the what is it, crafty crafty convos. Patrice, are you coming on tonight? Okay. I'll be prepared, a little bit more prepared next time. And then I'm probably going to go ahead and get with Dems because she's going to show me how to use StreamYard so I can do things a little bit better. But thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.